take a walk on the woo-woo side with me. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an intuitive healer, coach and soul regression therapist. I help people to create health, wellness and prosperity in their lives through a process of clearing harmful or restrictive energies or beliefs. My ultimate goal is to empower you to create the life that you desire. For more information, visit findmysparkle.com. Hello. We're on episode 23, and today we're going to be talking about lesson 14 of A Course in Miracles called God Did Not Create a Meaningless World. So this particular lesson brings up the G word, God, and for all of those of you out there that don't believe in God as such, that's perfectly okay. I don't either. I call it the universe or the higher power or whatever. So replace the term God with whatever term you use for the source or higher power or whatever you want to call it. So I'm not religious, so although I find the Course tends to have several religious connotations, the messages are well beyond that. So don't let that sort of steer you away from what it's actually trying to achieve. So it's a good thing, because if it wasn't for these incredible lessons, I probably wouldn't even pick up the book. So hopefully that helps for those of you who are a bit like, ugh. Okay, so let's get back to it. I needed Pam's help again today with this lesson, which simply teaches us that anything that bothers you, upsets you, or makes you angry or sad, and doesn't feel wonderful and amazing is nothing more than an illusion you have concocted. What this lesson also teaches us is that we have the power to make any yucky illusions disappear. So here's what the Course says to do. So before you repeat the following, remember you can replace the term God with whatever term you prefer to use, okay? So don't be restricted by that. And here's some examples. So you're free to replace those with examples of your own. So the first one is, God did not create that war, and so it is not real. God did not create that plane crash, and so it is not real. God did not create that disaster, and you specify what that is, and so it is not real. And finish with, God did not create a meaningless world. In addition to the above, to what I've just said, I'm just reading from my notes here. If you find yourself feeling upset or disturbed by something, you repeat the following. God did not create a meaningless world. He did not create whatever the situation is that's disturbing you, and so it's not real. So you just keep doing that throughout the day. So if you find yourself thinking about, I don't know, you saw something on the news which is horrible, repeat that to yourself. So it reminds us that the meaning we're applying to situations is completely made up. So if you find yourself feeling disturbed by what you've seen on the news as one example, it's implying that you're allowing something that is not real to disturb you. What? I know, these lessons don't make any sense, but they will in time. And what you will also notice in time is that the events of the world or in your personal life will stop affecting you so much. You'll see them as they are, which is nothing more than a perspective you have placed on them or a meaning you've placed on them, right? So instead of seeing a tragedy in the way the media wants to portray, I personally tend to take a step back and I ask myself, I wonder why those people have chosen to come in and experience that event in this lifetime. And while the event may still seem horrible, it takes the edge off it for me as I attempt to understand why this has happened. What involvement did their souls have in making this happen? Was this pre-planned, or was it part of their lessons, or the list goes on, right? There's a number of reasons why something could have happened. And I do believe that a lot of these events have been pre-planned before they've even been conceived. They've chosen to come in picking their parents, as we all have, unfortunately, for some of us. Mine are pretty good, so it's okay. But you've picked your parents, you've potentially picked what sort of lessons you're going to learn in this particular life, and you may even have picked what types of events you'll be facing. So anyway, it's certainly something to ponder, and I will leave you with that one for today. Have a great one.